Hi, I'm Tony, and today we're going to run through Sports Bike Shop's top 5 heated gloves. I don't think many people understand the effects of cold hands quite like us motorcyclists. When it's cold outside, most normal people don't expose their hands to 70-mile-an-hour winds. If you add driving rain into the mix, then you've got the ingredients for a very uncomfortable dish. There are plenty of potential solutions, but a pair of electrically heated gloves offer probably the most direct way of mitigating the effects of wind chill. And I use that word deliberately, mitigate. Some people expect that heated gloves will make your hands feel like they've been on a Mediterranean beach holiday. Now they might do that if it's not all that cold outside, but when it really is cold, heated gloves will just about make the unbearable bearable. The 5 pairs of gloves we're going to run through here are all popular with Sports Bike Shop customers. I've also worn them myself to see how effective they are. I've taken pictures with a thermal camera to see where they get hot, and I've ridden with a thermocouple stuck to my hand to see how warm they actually get. Right, let's get into it. The RST Pro Series Paragon 6 have been our most popular heated gloves for a few years now, thanks to keen pricing and a stack of positive customer reviews. There are very few criticisms. Some say the batteries take a long time to recharge, and some also have concerns about how long their batteries last in use. On the whole though, feedback is positive. On our thermal images, you can see the heating panels concentrate on the fingers and also extend down the back of the hand, around about to the point where the button's located. They're powered by 7.4 volt batteries, which are supplied with the gloves. Battery power is the only option. There's no way to connect these gloves to the bike, so these ones suit people who don't spend all day riding. RST estimate the batteries will last 2 hours on high, 3 hours on medium and 4 hours on the lowest heat setting. When I wore a pair of these on the road in 7 degrees Celsius, I found they weren't as warm as the other gloves in this guide. After about 15 minutes, the temperature inside these gloves got up to 22 degrees. Now, I was comfortable at that, but it is only fair to point out that other gloves in this video get hotter. As gloves, I like these. They're comfy, they're thick enough to retain heat, but not so thick to feel cumbersome, and the visor wiper blades that you get on each forefinger are good as well. I could fit these inside a generous jacket sleeve. That's got a circumference that's 13 centimeters bigger than the circumference of my wrist, and it was relatively easy to do that. The Paragon 6 gloves come in sizes from small to 2XL, which covers a range from 7 centimeters to 11.5 centimeters if you measure across the palm. The list price, as we record this, is £199.99. The Keis G701 gloves are well liked by owners who like the lack of bulk compared to regular winter gloves. Of the customer reviewers who do knock a star off in their reviews, the only trend in there is a feeling that these gloves aren't quite warm enough. Now, something like that is always subjective, and my test saw an internal temperature of 30 degrees when I wore these gloves in 7 degrees Celsius, which I think is actually very respectable. Our thermal images show that heat is generated across the back of the hand, and I could feel that spread of warmth when I wore these out on the road. My temperature test was done using the optional 12 volt cuff batteries. With those fitted, I could get the gloves inside a jacket sleeve. It is quite a generous jacket sleeve though. The circumference of that sleeve is 13 centimeters larger than the circumference of my wrist, and it is still quite a tight fit. As standard, the G701s come with a cable to connect them to the bike's power, and it's another 85 quid if you want the cuff batteries as well. When we did a full review of these gloves, the batteries lasted 3 hours on the highest setting and 6 hours on the lowest. I'd expect a similar level of heat when connected to the bike's battery, but you'll obviously be able to maintain that warmth for longer. The Keis G701 gloves come in sizes from triple extra small up to triple extra large. That's a palm circumference that covers from 13 centimeters up to 33 centimeters. As we record this, the list price for these gloves is £195. The second pair of Keis gloves in this list are a bit warmer than the first pair. They've got a higher protection rating and they're also a smidge pricier. The Keis G601s are mostly leather with textile sections for extra flexibility, and there's also a slider at the heel of the palm and soft protections for the knuckles as well. They have the same small but reasonably effective visor wipe on the left forefinger and also a thicker thinsulate lining for good insulation. These pass CE at level 2, and that makes them the only gloves in this video that have got that higher rating. They come with cables to power them from your bike battery, but an extra £85 gets you a pair of cuff batteries as well. With the batteries tucked in the pockets, the cuffs on this glove do become a bit bulky and it's difficult to fit them under a jacket, but it's not impossible. I could do it with this jacket, which has a 13 centimeter difference between the cuff circumference and the circumference of my wrist. I measured the internal heat with these G601s powered by the portable batteries. In an ambient temperature of 7 degrees, the gloves got up to a maximum of 33 degrees on the inside. That puts them just 1 degree behind the warmest gloves in this video. If you take a look at our thermal image, you'll see that heat spreads across the majority of the back of the hand when they're switched on. The G701s come in sizes from triple extra small to triple extra large, which covers hands with a palm circumference from 13 centimetres up to 33 centimetres, and the gloves have a list price of £210 as we record this. Gerbing is the longest established name in heated clothing, and these Extreme GT gloves are the ones that score best with our customers. They're designed to be powered from the bike, and they come with the cables that let you do that. You can buy batteries to go in the pockets, but if you go for the regular 7.4 volt options, then Gerbing say you will only be able to access the low and the medium heat settings. Still, when I tested these gloves with the batteries, I could still access the red light for the highest setting, and these were the warmest of the 5 gloves in this video. After 15 minutes of riding in 7-degree temperatures, these recorded 34 degrees Celsius on the inside. The gloves themselves, they're made from soft, supple leather. There's a touchscreen compatible section on each index finger, and I found that worked well on my phone. I found the gloves comfortable, but they are quite basic. There's no impact protection at the knuckles, and there's no visor wipe either. Gerbing say you won't be able to fit these gloves inside a jacket sleeve if you use the portable batteries. Now, I could fit them inside a Revit jacket with the batteries, but this jacket has a generous opening, and even then it was still very tight. Also, you can't access the switch if you wear them inside your jacket, and that's something you'll also need to bear in mind if you power these gloves from the bike anyway. The Extreme GT gloves have a list price of £159.99 as we record this. If you want batteries, they range from £65 to £90 for the 7.4 volt options. You can buy 12 volt batteries, but I found they made these gloves way too bulky to be practical. These gloves come in sizes from double extra small to triple extra large, and that covers everything from a palm circumference of 17 centimetres up to 27 centimetres. The Furygan Heat X Kevlar gloves are comfortably the most technical gloves here. The buttons on these do everything the buttons on the other gloves do, but they also do a little bit more on top. You can connect these gloves wirelessly to each other, so pressing one button changes the heat setting on both gloves at the same time. Then there's a smartphone app that can tweak the output of those heat levels, and you can even add 2 of your own to give you 5 warmth levels to choose from. Or you could use auto mode, where you choose an internal temperature of up to 40 degrees, and then the gloves adjust the power output to maintain that temperature. The gloves come with cuff batteries included. If you want longer lasting power, you can buy a cable for 50 quid that will power the gloves from the bike. When I took these ones out for a 15-minute spin on the highest setting, the temperature inside the gloves got up to 30 degrees. Our thermal image shows the heat is focused on the fingers and the knuckles, but there is also some heat on the back of the hand as well. These gloves feel great quality in themselves, and the thermal lining is very soft, and these gloves are actually quite warm even when the power's off. The touchscreen fingertips work well on my phone as well. Now, a couple of notable issues for people who want to ride in the wet. There's no rain wipe for your visor, and putting a jacket over the cuff will conceal the control buttons. That last bit is less of an issue if you use auto adjust to stay at your preferred temperature level, as you shouldn't need to change the setting anyway. The Heat X Kevlar gloves come in sizes from extra small up to triple extra large, which covers a palm circumference from 20.1 centimetres up to 26.7 centimetres, and the list price as we record this is relatively high at £299.99. Okay, so there they are, Sports Bike Shop's top 5 heated gloves for 2025. If you go on favourable customer feedback and simplicity, then RST's Paragon 6s are the answer. They've got a load of positive customer reviews, and you get the gloves and cuff batteries included for £200 at list price. If you want the warmest, then my experience suggests the Gerbing Extreme GT and the Keis G601 provide that. I think the Keis gloves are better than the Gerbing ones. They're better build quality, better protection rating, and you also get a visor rain wipe. But the Gerbings win if you want something less bulky. If that's your aim, then the Keis G701s also give a good balance of dexterity and warmth. Remember though, with both pairs of Keis gloves and also the Gerbings, if you want cuff batteries, then they cost extra. If my personal preference matters to you, then I like the Furygan X-Heat Kevlar gloves. Construction quality is high, warmth is good, and I like being able to change the heat levels on both gloves by just pressing one button. The phone app controls might be a bit too fussy for some, but being able to set them to a preferred temperature like you can with your central heating at home is great, and if you don't want to use the app, you don't have to. Now, as with all of these videos, I think you probably know which of these gloves, if any of them, will suit you best, but I hope this does narrow down the selection for you. But as ever, if there's anything about these gloves that you'd like to ask or to add, then please pop a comment below. Thanks for watching.